and welcome to this week's episode of The Winning Post. Well, the Bangalore season is well underway and as usual, we will bring you all the news and the highlights from the world of racing. Today we will take you through the Fillies Trial Stakes, but more of that later. First, a look at what's coming up. 7 runners in the Fillies Trial Stakes, all eyes on haunting memories. The secret behind Nanoli's success, a look at Team Nanoli. And a look ahead at the Colts Trial Stakes. The question is, can anyone topple Southern Empire?
Well, the first classic of the summer is the Fillies Trial Stakes over in Bangalore, and of course 20 lakhs of rupees on offer for this Grade 1 race, and everybody came to see the filly haunting memories.
And the horses are in the paddock, and let's take a look at the lineup. Number 1 is Sarah Bande, owned by Dr. and Mrs. Vijay Mallya, trained by Jaggi Dhariwal. She will be ridden by Christopher Alford, and she's a daughter of Burden of Proof out of Sasanda from the Kunigal stud. There is the favourite number 2, Haunting Memories, owned by Dr. M.M. Ramaswamy, and Zavare Poonawalla, trained by S. Ganpati. She will be ridden by B. Prakash, and she's a daughter of Placerville. Number 3 is Ruby Brown, owned by Dr. M.M. Ramaswamy, ridden by Ganpati, ridden by M.R. Singh, and she's a daughter of Placerville. Number 7 is Rain Splash, owned by Captain Jamshed Appu, Mr. and Mrs. Zavare Poonawalla, trained by Padmanabhan, will be ridden by Suraj Naredu, and she's a daughter of Placerville.
Well, as we all know, the racing in Bombay is over and the Pune racing is yet to start. So all the action is in Bangalore, and the man in the thick of things is the chairman of the Bangalore Turf Club, Mr. Maralingaya. Let's talk to him.
Well, arguably the only stud farm in Asia that ISO certification is the Nanoli stud. Of course, Nanoli stud is led by Khushru Dhanji Boy, but success is all about teamwork.
Nanoli's rise to the top has been nothing short of meteoric. The script, however, for this great story was written many years ago as nothing more than a childhood dream.
Well, Khushru and I have grown up on this race course, I think since 1952, and we met on the race course outside watching various family horses racing, and we developed a friendship. And when, as youngsters, we always had a dream that someday Khushru would own his own stud farm. And in 1994, when we started it, his dream was realized, and I was already working with him since the last 10 years, 12 years. Since we both had a big interest in the game, he says, well, you're my racing manager and you have to help me with the farm.
Making this dream a reality is a combination of great vision, leadership, and an extremely efficient and motivated team.
It's like as if, I think each and every person who works in Nanoli feels that they own Nanoli. It's as if it's your own. Khushru's never differentiated or said that I'm the boss and you're my worker. He says it's your farm, so please treat it like your own.
Basically, I came here in '94 to help Khushru set up this farm. We started very small. There was a large piece of land, quite harsh terrain, very rocky, no trees, small band of 18 mares. Cristofori had just come in, so we were excited about his prospects. And Khushru was very clear that he was starting this place as a hobby, but that at some point he may choose to go semi-commercial or commercial. I think we've reached the semi-commercial stage.
With Nanoli's decision to sell some rather than retain all their horses, the commercial stakes are much higher. Nanoli is the only stud farm in Asia with ISO 9001 certification and standards.
Each one's ideas are tossed around, each one's ideas are given some credits, and then finally the final decision goes to Khushru, but I think he listens to everything that everyone says and he just incorporates it, and he's got a knack of incorporating everyone else's ideas into his without making anyone feel that they've been neglected.
My duties involve the veterinary side of it, as well as some of the managerial side. We've bought some new land We're hoping to develop it as a weanling farm. The pressure on this piece of land has increased considerably because the broodmare population has gone from 18 in '94 to over 100 now. It's difficult to sustain on this property. He has added wings to this property which have helped ease the pressure a little bit. We were also building a new hospital which will be manned by Dr. Khambata, Dr. Vaidya, Dr. Hassan and myself.
Meeting challenges is all a part of growth, and other serious trials for Nanoli over the next decade will require focus on managing their expansion. However, Khush Udhanji Boy has always nurtured talent that is critical to Nanoli's success for years to come.
It's been a fun ride for 10-12 years. He's always ready to try new things, always ready to encourage young people, give them every chance, and is prepared to launch young people in careers when they're starting out. It's been very satisfying. Along the way we've bred some good horses which has helped. He's created a lovely ambience. It's very pretty. It wasn't always so. If you see the photographs from '93, '94, early '94, it was very desolate, barren, dusty. That's hard to imagine now.
It's time now for a short break, but you don't go anywhere because when we come back, we'll take you through the top contenders for the Colts Trial Stakes.
Well, back in Bangalore, there's plenty on tap for this weekend. We have the Colts Trial Stakes, which is your second summer classic, and the Chief Minister's Trophy, which is run on Saturday. Of course, the rumour is that Mystical will be seen again in the Chief Minister's Trophy.
And Mystical will be running the Chief Justice's Cup over 9 furlongs, a Group 3 race. And this was about 3 weeks ago in Bangalore. Mystical coming back after a layoff from the Bombay winter. And you'd expect him to win this by a length or two, considering you had Amazing Power and a number of other horses who'd run him extremely close during the Bombay season. But once he starts accelerating, he stretches away beautifully. This horse looks like he's gotten a little better as he's matured and he's running away from them. That's Refreshing, who's running in to be third. Adesina, who's already a winner from 2 weeks before this race. Mystical was just too good on that day. This horse has done better. It's going to be very hard for anything to come out and beat him.
With the Fillies Trial Stakes out of the way, now it's time for the Colts. So we are going to look ahead at this race, which is for 3-year-old colts and geldings only, run over a mile. So let's look at the contenders.
And can anyone beat Southern Empire? Rather than find out from me as to how good this horse is, let's find out from the trainer and jockey directly.
He's very well.
And just as a one-off, if you were to compare Southern Empire and Mystical, where would your money be?
Well, it is a very touch and go between both of them. Mystical is in good form, whereas Southern Empire is also in good form. It's very difficult to choose among them.
Thank you very much and all the best for the next week.
Thank you.
I think I keep my fingers crossed. He'll live up to his expectations and do well for me.
Any threat at all?
Still acceptance stage. Nobody. What is running? We didn't know.
There's Running Bull.
No problem. We have to take whoever comes. We have to take on.
Well, that's it from this episode of The Winning Post. When we do return next weekend, we will carry the Chief Minister's Trophy as well as the Colts Trial Stakes and a look at Southern Empire. Till then, I'm Mohit Lalwani. See you in a week.